Okay, yeah, so we're definitely going to do it. We're starting by setting up TMOX, of course. So we got this set up, 2 TMOX instances, each allowing for the split. So split is going to get crazy, maybe 8 or so, see with the rate limits, but we're going with it. On the right, we see onboard to team 2 smart contract audit. So yeah, so the onboarding picks up a skill that's going to practically give it like a random name and do like a follow-up session with other agents writing to it, so they sort of communicate. Kind of awkward, but it works quite well. And of course, we're going to get some skills. So we're installing them in the project level for the sake of the demo. Obviously, each one of you should set like whatever skills you are accustomed to based on different prompts, because if you do just like a solidity audit, it will not know which one to pick, so we don't want that. Here I'm telling it exactly which skill to audit, again on board the team. Yeah, another Copilot, why not? Let's get some more skills. So of course, solidity-auditor by Pashov, obviously. These ones also do like a swarm thing when it's like spawning much like many agents at one time, and then like aggregating the results. It takes a while. It's not a token waste apparently, and yeah, of course, that's while we're at it, let's just paste more skills. But so it doesn't take that much more token as much as it does like caching behind the scenes, etc. So I was afraid at first for it being like a token waste. So it's not really the case. We're also running SE auditor. Let's see, it looks fine. Yeah. I also like to imagine while I'm doing it, like I'm sort of like under time pressure, even though I'm completely not, but just like music in my head makes it like that much funner. So why not? Yeah, this is like methodology. So it's also important not to just like spam skills. So this one is going to be specifically just review commits. So it does the extra focus. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I started with like please no mistakes. Also pretty good results, much faster. But again, we want all of this. We want run it on like a specific function, run it on like a commit history. They each are different context window entirely. It's not like when an agent runs sub-agents, even they are completely unaware of previous changes. No one wrote to a markdown within the repo. So less bias. That's good, because if an AI sees a comment, this is a critical vulnerability, it will fight with you. This is a critical vulnerability, and it will not give it a rest. So we just want them to behave completely different, and we want to use more and more tokens to like completely isolated. That's where TMOX, this whole vibe really works for me really well. And as you can see, I'm close to 8. How much did I say? Yeah, this started by like 1 or 2. I used to do it in like the Copilot in the VS Code IDE and like swipe the screens, but then I saw someone do this and I'm like, oh my god, this is, yeah. Again, what's the most important function? That's also like let it walk its way to understanding what you care about and why, and let it collect the information. So you build up, each one of these is like, you build them up with their own context window and personality. And again, none of them write to a markdown on disk, so they don't read from each other just yet, so they're not aware of each other. So that's like, even though in the skills, a lot of the skills, even most of them, let's get another one. So even though most of them, by the way, this is a cool one. I will just show you, I won't actually do it, but once you're done and once you've finished with the code, then you run it and it sort of quizzes you like about a security auditor's perspective, what is this code base doing? So you literally can run it with your team. I just did last week, before and after, and yeah, like you're proud of yourself when you're like 10 out of 10 correct. So just like a fun way to keep your attention, because tokens and human attention tokens are the most valuable thing in all of this. So that's what you must do. Another good one is like, okay, you gave me a nice list of like 10 criticals. Out of these ones, which ones are real? And then it goes like to 4. That's important to do. Don't let it drop too much. Do like invoke more time, sit, investigate. That's, again, here's like a marathon, but you usually have like your entire week to do what I'm doing here. So you need to take it slow, to learn with it. Don't be like, one of my coworkers used to say back in the day, like, coding is not as fun anymore now that agents took over. It's no longer the case. It's like, this is how you learn now. This is how you interact with code. And it's actually, you learn even more if you don't ignore what it says and just like, oh, this is the truth. You have to fight with it, talk with it, communicate with it. Again, I will do it again just because all the ones are loading. So I'll do it again. Are we sure? I don't even know. I didn't even read it. I will read it in a real audit, but just for the sake, again, of demonstrating. Also try your skills. Wait, how do you, hold on. Yeah, have not audited those yet. Yeah, let's take hackenproofs. Never tried it actually, but we'll see now. Again, tries is important. I know for Pashov's skills and my skill set, then the triage is built in because one sub-agent is like, this is the criticals. Another sub-agent is like, this is more criticals, and then a triager. That's the important part it became, because triaging is so hard because everything looks so correct, and the AI will make like, it will make up crazy justifications for why something is critical and usually exaggerate. So we need you humans for this part exactly. And yeah, this one was the quickest, so I'm going to already direct it to write to a Google Docs. So why a Google Docs skill? Practically to point it to somewhere with version control. A lot of agents are going to be writing to this right now. So that's like one important part, but also sharing, downloading to PDF, to Markdown, everything can be done from there. Under the hood, it requests you and guides you to create a service account. And security is very crucial. Also see here if we want like a sandboxing for the skills. So this is, for example, a skill I haven't gotten through the registry or something. I don't even know it. You never run those skills, but I did, to be honest, I did code review it a little bit. So if you want like an extra layer of security but don't want to set up Docker, because 8 Dockers is like much slower. Again, we're like, for some reason, we're like at a time rush here. So what we want to do is we use the sandbox. It's the SRT from Anthropic sandbox runtime. And it basically adds like, it talks to OS native utils for Linux and Mac, and restricts network calls, file accesses. So like good solution for like semi. Yeah, back to the Google Docs skill. So the fact that it's not like on disk and doesn't ruin the context window for all the agents, and it has like a version history, makes it actually very powerful. And again, the fact that you can PDF it, Markdown it, whatever. So yeah, I'm the first one. I am going to tell it to start writing the reports. It can be slow at the moment. I'm still thinking through like optimizing it, but also specific for Copilot, it sort of sees that I'm spamming it, especially with all the sub-agent thing. I usually do not work with sub-agents because it's like a lot of API calls you just will get throttled. So skills are like sort of back with the back of factors with the API calls. So it's basically slower and slower. We will reduce the windows here at some point. We'll have to, or we'll just cut it out. But yeah, so on the left to the bottom, you see it's created like for this audit, it created a specific what's allowed, what's not allowed based on the code. Then you can run the skill with this wrapper. So the session becomes a bit isolated. You can bypass it, but you can also bypass Docker. So yeah, it's just like another layer of protection. You should audit your skills entirely. It's not that much code. It's not like a npm registry repo. And skills are mostly text, sometimes Python. I also run my automated checks like for prompt injections, den mode, stuff like that, coercion. I've seen skills do like a version upgrade within the skill. Like if you're not up to date according to this and this file, then go to GitHub. That's bad, even if we trust the repo. Ooh, what's this? So even if we trust the repo, they can still get a bad commit approved. It happens to literally anyone. We don't want to be a part of this supply chain attack, especially with AI when we don't have visibility to what it does as much. We just drop it. Yeah, okay. What's else? Again, a lot of yeah. Also, like I would spend at least a full day just like proof of concepting. Is that like how you say it? Proof of concepting? I don't know. Creating POCs for each, because if you don't have something to rerun, see that it works, see like a numeric value. In web application code bases, if you tell it to give you a curl and it doesn't return like the sensitive output. So I had a SSRF a few days back. So I literally could not believe, because I just typed audit this code base, critical vulnerabilities only, thank you. And it literally told me, no, you have SSRF leading to LFI, leading to RCE. And I'm like, no freaking way, prove it. And he's like, yeah, this is it. And as long as he typed it, I could not believe it less. So I literally told him, give me a copy-paste command. So same with Foundry PoC. So in Unify, I actually have a great submission POC requirement repo. That's like a very good baseline. Cross-writing, actually I haven't tried it, but I guess it would be a mess. Yeah, I like skills like the code-sleuth, if I say it correctly, just because it does something different and like niche. So I guess a collection of those is much more valuable than one good one, I think. Okay, let's see what it did here. So a summary table is always nice. Yeah, it starts to write. Let's send some more here. Let's see, and let's just, yeah. As I said, sub-agents are pretty annoying. Effective, very effective, but take a lot of time. I guess we need that. Trying everything, that's sort of the point of this whole trying everything at once, then giving to a human to start the test with a report and just like walk your way downwards. Yeah. Okay. So this like that's like throttling is like assigned to end this. Let's skip to the end. Yeah. So as you can see, we got we can do like a 3-page 1/3 model. That's like the easy part, but yeah, as you can see, it invented its own like coloring and table mechanism. My doc is configured to not show pages. These are separate pages. We'll see it's like in a bit. I'll just download it to PDF. You can see we got like the correct links, code segments. We can tell it to make the code segments hyperlink to the repo exactly. Yeah, let's check out the PDF version. That's amazing. Okay, that was so fun. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Keep doing it. Don't forget to human. That's like the most important part.